everyone, welcome to J&D Gardens. I'm Jackie. Today we're starting a new series called We Canna Updates. As you know, here at J&D Gardens, we love our canna lilies. So what we thought we would do is anytime we get a new canna to add to our collection, we're going to bring it right here to you. Now sometimes they might just be rhizomes, so in that case we'll show you what they're going to look like. Or they might just be an actual potted plant, and then we'll show you what they do look like. Also, we'll let you know where we get them from and the condition of the packaging and the overall health of the rhizome or plant. And we will be honest. Finally, we'll show you how to either pot it or plant it into the ground. So our first update will be the dreaded Lucifer. Now, obviously I say that in jest because it's actually quite a beautiful canna. So let's take a look at it.
Now this canna is one of my favorites because its bright red flowers with a golden yellow edge resemble flames on top of green foliage. It blooms from midsummer to fall, and it's considered a dwarf canna because it only grows up to 2 to 3 feet tall. I love this little devil.
Isn't that amazing looking? I cannot wait for this one to grow. We've actually been trying to get this for a while, but it's always been sold out, and you can see why from the pictures. Now, this is the first time we're purchasing from Blue Buddha Farm. Say that 3 times fast. They're a family-run business that are out of South Carolina, and we'll leave a link below. So let's start with the packaging. Now, right off the bat, we usually receive the rhizomes in a box, which makes it sturdy and it protects the rhizome. So this is kind of different. I'm not going to say it's bad or anything, but it's different. It's the first time I've gotten the rhizome in a padded envelope. So being that it's padded, it is protected. I will say that I do love the label on here. It's very cute. It says, "Warning, opening this package will cause extreme happiness." Very, very cute. And also on the label itself, it has a little Buddha. So that tells me that someone who actually puts the time and attention into these labels, they're probably going to put a lot of time and attention into, sending an actual good rhizome and a healthy one. But we don't know until we actually open it. So let's open it. Okay, well, this is interesting. Usually I get a rhizome that is in a box and in a bag, with holes in it to ventilate it. This is actually a paper bag. I've never gotten that before, so this is going to be interesting. Now there's one, and I see that there's another, and this has some heft to it, so this one's going to be the bigger one, I can tell, and this one's going to be small. As long as they're healthy, what does it matter, right? But like I said, I've never gotten anything in a padded envelope before. And this is adorable. So I like this already. It says, it's actually a card, and it says, "Thank you for ordering. Sign up for our newsletter at www.bluebuddhafarm.com and get 10% off. And it's from Holly and the fam." That's adorable. I love it. And also on the back, it actually has a Buddha. So again, they put time and attention into their cards, their envelopes, their labels. So I'm actually excited to see what these are going to look like. So this bag is stapled. Okay, this is interesting also. Usually we have peat moss that the rhizome is in, and this is the first time I'm getting shredded newspaper. This is a whole new thing for us, so I will say though, what really matters is the rhizome. And this rhizome actually is really big. It's a really big rhizome, and it looks very healthy. It's white, and I see some pink, and I see a couple of eyes actually. There's about 3 eyes on this one rhizome. So I'm very happy about this. Regardless of how it was packaged, it's still a little moist. So I don't know how they managed to do that, but it's still moist from when they shipped it out. So Blue Buddha did good. And then the second one, it's going to be a smaller one, I can tell, but that's okay. And again, it's packaged with the shredded newspaper, which I don't know if I'm a fan, but you know what? It's the rhizome that matters. And here's a smaller rhizome, but I do see 1 or 2 eyes on here. I think there's 2 eyes. It is a smaller one, but that's okay because this one is actually really, really big. So I have a lot of faith that Lucifer is going to be a great producer, and it's going to be awesome. I tell you, I can't wait. So now it's time for planting, and it's still way too early to be planting in the ground. But with canna lily rhizomes, we always recommend that you start them off in a pot anyway. This way you can really keep an eye on them and see which ones will be the strongest one. So we have our homemade potting mix and our handy dandy scoop. So what you want to do is you just want to put some soil into the pot. Now, being that this is it's actually a long rhizome, and you can have it where it peaks up, and it peaks up from the soil, or you can actually submerge it where you don't see it. My preference is that I like to see just the tippy top of it, so I can keep an eye on it. So being that this one is a little bit smaller, to elevate it and kind of make it the same height as the taller one, I'm going to put a little bit more soil just on that one side of the pot. And then I'm going to put more soil and cover the rhizomes. Now, if you submerge it, that's okay, because the rhizomes are going to find their way to the top. So, like I said, it's a preference. And I think that's pretty good, maybe a little bit more. Okay. And you can plant them close together, or you can put a little space between them. It's really up to you. And don't forget to water your plants or your rhizomes. Either way, they have to be watered. Okay, that's good. And another thing, can't forget, is to label. Now, when you have a lot of rhizomes like we do, you have to label every rhizome, every plant actually. We go through a lot of labels. So this one gets Lucifer, and I'm so excited about this one. So now it's time to add it to the greenhouse and let Mother Nature do her thing. We'll have future updates to show you how this little devil's doing. We hope this series will bring the beauty and love of canna lilies that we have to all of you. Please leave us a comment on your favorite canna or what you think about this series. And be sure to hit like and subscribe. So until next time, remember, yes, we canna.